Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the J Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on IntellectualRadio-Podcast.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeart Station. I'm Jay, this bubbling beauty right here.
Simply E.
How you doing today?
I'm excited.
Okay, we gotta have to calm down because it is sunny outside, you all. We have been going through. It's April 14th, and I didn't think that we would see the sun.
I know. It's been a crazy little up and down week for the weather.
And you know, the thing is, these men are getting a little antsy as well because, I mean, I've received several inboxes of people letting me know Ms. Van's sundress season is here. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's good. I don't wear sundresses. So, I mean, you know. So, you know, sorry to disappoint you all, but you won't be seeing all this in a sundress. What about you?
All of this in a sundress.
Now she gonna hurt, you know, you and then some.
Baby, they come out next Saturday. They gonna really be like, oh,
Simply E, that's all yours. Yes, please tell them about what's happening on next Saturday.
Oh, next Saturday it's the singles mingle. Come out to 39th and Giles. Check out our J Spot page. You'll see the information on there. It's gonna be good food, good fun, good music,
and it's gonna be us.
We're
gonna be looking really pretty too, y'all. So please come out. We are interested and can't wait to meet you all.
Exactly.
Ladies, we can't wait to meet and connect with you all. Fellas, please. My goodness.
Come out because she don't have a ring on it.
Wait a minute. Did she just put me out the? She don't have a ring on hers either. And for that, I'm gonna make sure you all. I'm gonna hook her up. She's gonna be. Listen, the one. Don't inbox me. Don't call me. Don't text me. This one right here. I'm gonna take care of this project right here. And she started it first, so I'm gonna take care of this. So don't come, Jay. You wrong. No, we're going to have a nice singles mingle.
And it's going to be a ball. Y'all are going to get to recreate the aphrodisiac salads that we had. So, get ready to enjoy. The dinner is going to be Jamaican jerk. So, if any of you all know me, Edra Muhammad on Facebook, check out my food because, it's going down. And then the dessert. We're making ice cream sandwiches, so hopefully you all will
make your own ice cream sandwiches after the night. Hopefully you all will say I do. You know, I'm looking. My goal is to put together a couple.
Yes.
That is my goal. I mean, I am on a mission, a solid couple that is going to make it all the way to the altar.
Exactly.
Now, I know you all may be saying, oh, well, mind your business. Well, I'm not, because I can mind yours right now. So, and your business is much more fun and much more exciting than mine is. So let me just do that for you. But because we have so many good quality women, so many good quality men that are in the group, the Facebook group, Grown and Sexy Conversations with Jay, if you guys don't know. And then also follow us on Facebook, the J Spot, also on Twitter, J Spot, and then on Instagram, the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all of them. But we have a lot of good single men, a lot of good single women, and they're always, you know, I get a lot of inboxes asking, you know, oh, well, it's such and such single and this and that. So I'm just like, you know what? Place, and then let's just see what happens.
Exactly.
And so I'm excited.
It goes like this. You will have 3 dates in one night. And technically you'll have 4 dates in one night, but you will most definitely have 3 dates in one night. It's $40. Come out, enjoy, and it'll be a night that you will not forget.
We plan on making it the best night of your life. So I will be participating for those that may want to know. I mean, some people will be like, oh, whatever. But for those that do want to know if I'm going to participate, yes, I am going to participate in some of the festivities as much as I can, but I definitely want you all to come out and just enjoy. I mean, people have been asking for this for quite some time.
Yes.
So here it is, the meet and greet. So hopefully you guys come out and have a good time with us next Saturday, April 23rd at the Bronzeville Clubhouse.
The Bronzeville Community Clubhouse. It's on 39th and Giles. And make sure you check out. They have a page so you know their exact address. They're on Facebook and they have a website page as well. And then come on to the J Spot page and also the J Spot website, www.jspot.com. And we have the information on that page as well. So check it out and you will enjoy the night.
Now that we have gotten those pleasantries out the way, let's recap last week.
You got a brain fart.
Man, I didn't, because it was really interesting. Relationship insecurity.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I knew that, we had our guest last week, Michael
Neal.
And as soon as he walked in, you all, my I'm about to lie meter just came right on. It just flicked from just off to just all the way, just skyrocket. And so he swore up and down. But I said, you know what? The devil is a liar. Don't let him use your tongue like that, because I know you are fibbing. But we talked about being insecure in relationships versus being crazy.
Exactly.
Now, there's a difference. We talked about, can someone make you insecure in a relationship? And I believe, yes, somebody can make you insecure, and you don't necessarily have to have been that type of person to be insecure beforehand. But if we're together and you're doing things that are questionable, then that's going to cause some red flags for me.
Yeah.
So when I start requesting to see your phone, see your Facebook, see all this other stuff, it's because of the things that you're doing. But that doesn't mean that I'm crazy.
No.
That doesn't even mean that I'm insecure. That means that your actions are questionable. Have you ever been in a situation like that?
Come on now, I was married. Come on now, yes. I tracked him he was in a whole nother city and state, and I called up the cell phone because I was like, let me see where this cell phone was at. And I had the people call the cell phone towers, and they was like, well, he's in East Chicago. I was like, oh, East Chicago is Indiana. So if you're in East Chicago, Indiana at 9:00, you tell me how you saying you was on the west side at 9:00 at night. That's impossible because your phone puts you in East Chicago, Indiana at 9:00 at night. No, baby, no. I was over there in Broadview. Sweetheart, you can't be in Broadview if your phone is in East Chicago, Indiana. It ain't gonna work like that.
What if he left the phone?
I know him.
Shout out. I'm just trying to help you. Just trying to play devil's advocate.
No, so we just did our usual confess your sins. I'm the father and you the parishioner. I'm gonna put up the wall and you go ahead and confess your sins to me. And he was like, baby, okay. I did. Okay, yeah. And when I do what I do, don't look at me. Don't question it.
And see, and that's the thing that gets me, is because a lot of times some men, they can dish it out,
but they
cannot.
Oh my goodness.
Take it. Like they would rather do anything. But I'm like this, put yourself in my position.
Exactly.
And if you don't want to feel this type of hurt, then at least respect me enough to, if you don't want to be here, then, go. I mean, instead of going through all of that cheating and everything, I just really feel that that's unnecessary. And then the way you conduct yourself should tell what your relationship status is and what your motive is. And we're going to talk about relationship statuses tonight. And a big one that floats around out there is it's complicated. Now, I don't know what in the world that is. So hopefully we can get some clarification on that. So you all hit us up on Facebook and let us know what is it's complicated. What's that?
It goes both ways though. So
what?
It's complicated.
What does that mean?
The men have their version and the women most definitely.
Yeah, but I don't know what is it. Like, I don't know what it is. So hopefully you all can shed some light and let me know, because I am totally confused as far as what's this is complicated, because I just don't think that in relationships there's a gray area. At this point in my life, I don't. Like, you're here, or hold on, let me get the door for you. You're not.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. But I mean, a lot of people beg to differ. So we want to hear from you on tonight. Facebook, the J Spot, Twitter, J Spot, Instagram, the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye. So when we come back from this short musical break, we are going to tackle relationship statuses and get to the bottom of this. It's complicated. We will be back shortly.
I got you. On the blocks of Broadway, to Wall Street and busy hallways. I got you. I got you. Through poverty and pain, baby, you know I got you. Ain't no shame. On the blocks of Broadway, to Wall Street and pissy hallways, I got you. I got you. And I'll be I never put you under my dream. That you are my ghetto boy, my ghetto boy. Said I lay my life down on the line. Down on the line. And baby, thanks where you need. I dropped down to my knees for you. Love's got hold of me. I'm a slave, don't set me free. I'm a runaway running.
Welcome back to the J Spot. I'm Jay, and we have a nice, handsome young man right here, and I'm going to say that loosely. Young man.
Oh.
Young man. We have Kendall Pilcher with us tonight. How you doing, Kendall?
How you guys doing?
We are doing just great. You are listening to the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeart Station. We are here tonight. Kendall, hopefully you can help us.
I'm gonna strive to.
Relationship statuses. It's complicated. First of all, let me ask this. What's your relationship status?
It's complicated.
What?
Oh, wow.
No, he did not come in here.
See?
That's why I told you this. Poster boy for it.
What is that?
It's complicated. No. It's a broad thing.
It's a who?
It's a broad thing. It just depends on the situation.
Okay, help me understand the situation so that I can understand. So let me ask you this. Are you seeing someone?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it one person? Oh, well, I don't want to get into that.
You sure?
No, I do. Because, yeah. Is it one person?
Yeah. Okay,
so what makes it complicated?
Just a situation. The situation between me and her is a little bit different.
How? I mean, I'm sorry. Let me refresh you guys. Young man, and that a couple of weeks ago that approached me because I said that there was no handsome men at my job because he's younger, and I told him that I have stretch marks older than he is. So as you can see, I do have stretch marks older than he is. But okay, I just had to get that out there. Okay, so what's the situation?
Well, it's a lot of history between me and this person.
Okay.
And that can muddle up some stuff. A lot of people hold on to a few things in the past, or like you guys was talking about yesterday, last week, insecurities. That can build with time. That can build with certain situations, other people. And children can, also muck it up too.
Yeah. But again, still, but how would that make because if it's all that going on, then why not part ways? Like, what does she know that the status is complicated?
Yes.
Or does she think that you all are together?
She knows it's complicated.
Okay, and so she accepts that?
Yeah.
So
she might be the person saying it's complicated.
Okay.
But have you all talked about that?
Yeah, we talked about it.
And both of y'all okay with
I'm not saying I'm okay with her. She's okay with it. It's just, it is what it is at this point, which is
complicated.
Right.
So do you want to change it from being complicated?
Absolutely. Who wants things to be complicated? Everybody wants to have a simple life, be happy, be cool. Nobody wants to say it's complicated.
Right, because I'm just not gonna. It's either you is or you ain't my baby. It's like if there is no. I just, at this point in my life, I don't understand how. I understand that things happen.
Right.
Situations, life just gets in the way. But at the end of the day, if we're still communicating and we have feelings for each other and we're willing to work this out, then we're together. We're just having problems.
See, that's where I think it that's why it's so broad. I feel like when somebody says it's complicated, both people have a mutual attraction with each other. They might spend time with each other a lot, might have sex.
Oh,
too.
they doing the horizontal mambo. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. That's right.
And
we understand that.
It's certain things, certain actions that are being taken between the two that are connecting the two. But it's one person that's having an issue with the situation. It's one person that's kind of scared to take that next step. And that's why I think it's complicated comes from.
Okay. What about you, E? Have you ever been in it's complicated?
If I'm saying that it's complicated, then I'm probably dealing with a couple of guys or whatever. And I just don't feel like settling down with one person.
Right.
That's what I take the it's complicated routine is. I like you. I'm trying to get rid of this person. I haven't gotten rid of him just yet because there's something about him that I kind of like, but it's a lot about them that's ticking me off. So I'm going to hold on to you because I'm going to put you in the it's complicated situation. And I'm going to still keep this because that's my insurance piece.
Right.
About them claims and insurance policies. So that's my rendition of it's complicated,
And when I'm thinking about it, I'm just like, okay, I'm single, but I have found myself to be in several it's complicated. But you know what? I acknowledge that and I'm just done with it because it's not complicated for me. So I'm going to do what single people do because you're not in position to unsingle me.
What does the single people do?
Right.
Do whatever they want to do.
Do whatever.
And don't have to answer to anybody.
See, that still is complicated because
it's not.
That other person might feel that you his lady.
No. And if he does, believe me, I am very clear on communicating because I don't do the mess. I don't do the it's complicated type thing. So it's just like we have to put some distance in between this thing.
Right.
Because it's like I'm not out to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm not about to lie to anybody or lead anybody on. I like living my single life right now because that's what I choose to do. If you're in position, if we're vibing each other, then let's do it. But I don't want to sit up here and be in it's complicated and then it prevents me from going after what I could really have.
True. I also feel like, when you say it's complicated, like you touched on a good point. Like some people will feel like they're a little bit more single than the other person. And
what is that? A little bit more single.
A little bit more single.
Well, I'm single. That's what I don't have not one ring. My last name is Vance. That's my mama's maiden name. So I'm single and I'm going to remain that way until, the right man comes along. I'm just like, it's so much going on out here that I'm just like, let me just pump the brakes because in this phase, dealing with and talking about the it's complicated. See, I don't want the wrong person to latch on to me. And so now you're holding on so tight to me. I'm single, but you're holding on to me, and you're preventing me from doing my single thing, because I've already told you that I'm single, and this right here is not, it's not working, because you have other issues to work out. Work those out by all means, but count me out of that situation, because I want no part of it.
Exactly.
So you wouldn't stick around for
No.
a complicated situation?
No, my ovaries are drying up as we speak. I don't have time for it's right. It's complicated. I don't have time. By the time things get uncomplicated, I'm like, oh, dang, that was my last egg. I'm done.
If you have, if you are the one that has options, you're on the other side of it's complicated. You're the one that's given the it's kind of always the all right thing. But when you're the receiving end of it's complicated, that's where the problem lies. So you have to decide what part of the relationship that you're going to deal with. If you don't want to be the receiving end, then you let that person know, you know what, I can't deal with the it's complicated routine. But sometimes if you want to be the one that, calls the shots, then, hey, you know what? I know that you like me. I kind of like you too. I'm in a situation right now that's complicated. Now, if you want to get down, if you want to talk to me, hey, the door is cracked.
Right.
It's enough room for you to slide on in.
Absolutely.
I'm letting you know now that it's complicated. So, and then you can't even get mad.
You can't.
The person tells you that because they done already told you from the get-go.
Right.
You get your feelings dropped a bit. That's kind of on you because he told you or she told you. It's complicated.
Everybody feels that way too, but you get into something trying to change somebody. They're going to try to change your mind in regards to that. Be like, no, I'm going to replace that it's complicated situation with me. And, you can't help but to be honest. And if they accept it, I totally agree. Then all the hurt is really just on them. But everybody also likes a title.
Right.
Titles are real big. Yeah. If it's not Facebook official, it's not really official.
We're Facebook. You know what? And that was so. Is that really something that solidifies the relationship if you have it posted on social media? Does that solidify your relationship, whatever status you have on there?
I don't think so, but a lot of people do. If it's not for everybody to see, then one of the people in the relationship might think is being hidden. Nobody wants to be in the dark or be, And
I can understand that, but here's how I see it. It's just like, as long as your actions, you're conducting yourself as though you're in a relationship, then I'm all right with that. But if your status says single and everything about your social media identity says single, then I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on.
That's like saying, should you and your mate or whatever be in the same groups and stuff together? And some of us are in a lot of sexual groups, and I don't know if I want my mate to be in that group. Though I don't post anything. Usually I post a picture of me or whatever. I may make a funny comment, but at the same time, I have a lot of guys that hit on me too. Right. So if you're my mate and we're in this group together, how are you going to feel that you got 20 guys hitting on you, But
see, now with us, not to make an excuse, but that we have to be the exception, because being in this type of industry is just like it's left and right. But again, my actions should tell you, oh no, I already done tried, man. She ain't about all that. That's what the word on the street should be. Not that it's gonna stop people from approaching you, but the way I act will tell, oh no, she committed. She in something.
I mean, it should, but
it's going to, or somebody gonna have a problem.
Hey, some people might like problems. Some people might like problems. Some people like that chase and that fight. Everybody feel like
energy for that.
What
do you mean by the chase and the fight? What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, if you have somebody with a open relationship status, like it's complicated, that means it's definitely a possibility. Like you said, it's that open door. Everybody wants to replace the next person.
But then what if you start feeling somebody during the it's complicated process?
You got to make that choice.
But then you've brought somebody else extra into something that.
But that's why it's complicated. They don't have in a relationship as their status. They have it's complicated as a status. It's self-explanatory, really. Two people that got your heart. That's sounds super complicated to me.
Ooh, that sounds like run, Forrest, run, Forrest, run. Just run from it because it's too much time and energy. So now you haven't even closed door number 1 before opening door number 2.
But let's be real. You know, especially in this day and age, and depending on where you're at or whatever, especially up here in Chicago, I haven't seen too many people have door number 1. It's like door number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is just wide open, you know, and then you be looking like, wow, you know, you want me to stop what? No, I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I even got a door number 6 just for you. And then when I feel like I don't want any of you all, I will decide to dismiss who I don't want and keep the one that I want. And that's what's been going on lately. That's like with the dating thing. I still don't understand dating. I can deal with one person. I understand insurance pieces. I understand. But I can deal with one person. I can't deal with I'm dating this person, that person, this person, and that person, because that's just too much time and too much energy that I got to figure out how to get to know you, how to get to know this person, and get to know that person.
So you don't casually date, is what you're saying?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
No,
I don't like it.
I think at a certain age, it just gets dead, like you said. Well,
my eggs, my ovaries, all kinds of things. But even prior to, you know, when my eggs were just doing what they were supposed to be doing, you know, I never liked all that because I don't know, maybe my attention span, but I can't focus on multiple guys at one time because I'm bound to forget something that could be important about this guy. And, you know, it's just a mess. I've had a prescription since I was younger. So I just, you know, I can't deal with all that.
You know what they say about them crazy ones,
right?
You all, please. I'm just like, no, I want to just be one and we just are content and we're happy and, you know.
But it's complicated.
Right. But no, then I am
it's always gonna come back to that.
No, it's not.
Always gonna come back to that.
You know, I posted that question in my men's group that I have, and what did they say? Let me pull it up and see.
Well, while you pulling that up, let me just ask: what are some reasons that a relationship may be? It's complicated.
More than 2 people involved, like you said, 2 people kind of having the eye, or somebody having an eye for 2 different people.
But then that's not a relationship.
It's not. But hey, also title chasers. You can't. It's not really.
What does that mean?
Okay, for instance, would you rather tell your friends, me and his situation are complicated, or would you rather tell your friends, I'm single and we having sex? Sounds a little bit better saying it's complicated, right?
No.
You do look kind of like a little slut. If
you do, and you. I mean, not a slut.
I mean, but your friends.
That's not shame. Now, ain't nothing wrong with being single and having sex now. But, you know, it sounds better than saying I'm single.
But
and I'm
essentially,
having sex
it's the same thing. So it doesn't matter how you.
But you know, that's like saying you got a cake, right? Now I can just slop some cake together, throw some frosting, and say, you got a chocolate cake. Or I can decorate that bad boy up and put a spin on it or whatever and then put some chocolate ganache up in it and some caramel sauce. And now say, you have a chocolate cake. It's on the presentation of it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm just saying that, it's complicated.
I can get that.
And, you know, that kind of, I mean, simply just shuts people up. You have a girl in your ear saying, what are we?
Yeah.
What are we? Look, baby, it's complicated.
But see,
and that's gonna
irritate.
But that's gonna satisfy some women.
That's
gonna satisfy some women. They're gonna think, okay, well, I'm making steps. We're making strides. Because we was just, you know, just Netflix and chilling. Now you saying it's complicated? Oh, bet.
I'm better off.
That's the next step, right?
Oh my God. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take a short musical break and we are going to continue this delightful debate because if you thought this was something round 1, wait till you see round 2. We shall return shortly.
been for about 26 years now. We've had our share of ups and downs, as friends usually do. But I'm stuck with this one like glue. My ace school moon, my gym shoe. Ooh, rain, sleet, hail, blizzards of snow. She kept my bag.
Welcome back to the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeart Station. And now I'm Jay. This is E.
Hey.
Kendall. And we have Mr. Scripps over here that has joined us. Scripps, say hi to everybody.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
All right. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Script. I'm a poet. I'm an actor. I just did a play last month called Broken Windows 2, which the director and writer was Cassandra Bell. It was a great play. It was a 2-day play. We did it Saturday and Sunday. I'm a member of a poet, people of extraordinary talent. You know, we always doing things for the community.
Okay, cool.
And things for the school.
Do you have a website where people can get in contact with you?
Oh, well, you can
or Facebook?
Well, yeah, my Facebook is Jovan Script. That's JOVAN space SKRYPT, and I should come right up. And then I'm always posting different things I have going on. So.
Okay, and you all will definitely have his information on the J Spot on our fan page, J Spot Instagram, the J Spot Radio, and then also on Twitter, J Spot, and J is spelled JAYE. Thank you so much for joining us, Scripps. We are back into round 2. Scripps, we are talking about relationship status.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, I may have to take a couple of drinks of water here. It's complicated.
Is that water?
What is that?
You know what? Since I've been invited to the show, I've been, you know, asking different people and putting Facebook status up myself, just asking people and just doing different things. Me personally, I feel like it's open. You know, it's not always a negative thing. It can mean just different things, you know, and it's such an open word. And since it's complicated as an open word, it's dangerous. You know, it's scary.
I don't think it's dangerous.
You know, no, because the thing is, no, the reason I say it's dangerous is because, see, when you put the status up, it's complicated. I mean, it can mean, hey, you want people in your business, or it could just mean that you're serious with somebody, but then, you know, you're not. It's complicated. But if you put the status up, it's complicated. Now I say you leave yourself vulnerable. You know, that's why I say it's dangerous, because now you leave yourself vulnerable to the single world. You know, so you can't focus on putting my feelings on one person, and then now you put it's complicated on your Facebook page. So now everybody's like, hey, what's going on?
Right.
You know, so it goes different ways. And the reason I said that, you know, it could be negative, or at the same time it could be positive, is because that every relationship is complicated. You know, no relationship is the same. Every relationship has different lines. Mm-hmm. You know, thicker lines than others. So
I think, you know what, every relationship is different and every complicated, but it's the title which you put on those relationships. Mm-hmm. If I put my relationship status as it's complicated, then that, you know, questions are arousing from people's minds or whatever. Now, if I put that I'm in a relationship, then they already know, okay, well, she's seeing somebody. It's secure. Or I'm married or whatever. It's secure. But when you put down there, it's complicated, it ain't secure. There's no security in it, you know?
Which means that it's leaving you room for somebody to come and knock on your door.
Come to the J Spot.
Okay, well, no J Spot. How about the situation of, you know, you have single in a relationship or married, right? That's like the other three opposite sides. It's complicated. But then you have those people that they don't fit into none of those categories. So what are they supposed to?
They don't put single.
But it's only two categories. Either you is or either you ain't. With relationships, to me, I don't think that there is no between.
See, with the younger generation, I don't know. I mean, even with the music, even with, you know, the social media, everybody wants affection. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to have probably that one person that you can call on, hold you down. But everybody also wants to play too.
See, and that's it. There should be no but, because if you have all that in one person, are you going to jeopardize all of that just to go and play?
Sometimes you might want
some people do. I mean, because you got those people that they might have sex with one person, but then they're not in a relationship. because for that person, okay, so then that means maybe he's good for the physical, but he's good for the physical, but then you might have somebody that's good for mentally and everything like that. So now you put yourself in a situation it's complicated.
I'm gonna make a business called Build a Man and Build a Woman. And so what y'all gonna do is I'm gonna have about 20 different guys and 20 different females, and y'all will pick out what qualities you like and stuff. And so when you want some affection from that female, we're gonna go to Latrice for that affection. When you want some booty from that female, you're gonna come to Andrew. But we're gonna come, don't steal that, because I said it first on the J spot. Build a man, build a woman. That's my business. Like build a bear, bets. We build it.
You can't just put that all in one person.
Hell no.
See? That's why you got to keep all them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors open. No.
But you don't.
See, right. I was gonna say you necessarily don't, because like for people that's always trying to find a relationship, but then they always find themselves dating a different person over and over again, is because they haven't realized that they can't get everything in one person. So once you get that one person that's at least close, then you got to compromise. Realize, hey, this person don't have that. Some things you could probably help him with. Some things you can't, is if he's not naturally born with that attitude.
Right, which is why that it's complicated, because technically that's that person that has been labeled that is complicated, because you don't want to let them go, but you still want to see if you can find a little something out there, but you know that there's nothing else out there but the person that you have on the layaway. You don't put me on layaway now because you don't want me to be with nobody else. See, that's what I'm gonna tell you. That's what this is complicated is. It's complicated. You have put this person on hold. That's what it is. Because, and you're leading a person on, because you don't want that person to go anywhere and be with anybody else. So that's why that's why if it was their choice, then we would say, you know what? This is over. I don't want to be with you. And then you know that they're going to have the option to move on. But if we put that it's complicated on there, we know that now we got them. They don't want to make no moves because they don't want to mess up what we could possibly have.
But if they do that, if they don't want to make any moves because they're worried about what we could possibly have, is that not an insecurity within themselves then?
Really, it's not, because you're feeding the hope. You know that if you can only do it's complicated with somebody that cares about you. Let's get that. Not just go out and meet a random person that you've met at a club or whatever, and you done did the casual horizontal mambo. Done did that. That's all you have. You can't complicate them. Because they don't care. No, it ain't no feelings involved. So I'm either here or I'm not. It has to be something to hold me here.
But you get
and that's the emotion.
You get some people that even after you do have sex, whether it be a man or a woman, some people get hooked off that initial. Right. Their feelings are all up into it.
Right, but their feelings are there.
That's because there was no communication. That's the problem, though. Without no communication, you can be confused and it's complicated all you want. Until you tell that person, hey, look, this is what this is going to be, and that's it. Then you're going to have this complicated situations, because now you're leading that person on.
Right.
So now that person is catching feelings because you just wasn't 100 with them in the first place.
Right.
Well, is it leading them on if you told them from jump, like, I'm not really trying to do it with you right now. It's complicated. Our situation is complicated.
I would say, even if you don't start off that way, you might end up that way just because you want to keep the person around. So you're going to start selling them dreams. Even if you don't want to, it's still going to come around. Just honestly, I think in that situation, just spending time with that person and doing it, having sex with that person, even though you know that she's, wants to be in a relationship with you, then that's kind of your fault.
Absolutely.
Right. Because it's like in actuality, you are telling this person that basically you with them, especially if you've had a relationship with someone and then you decide to complicate things. No.
That just means you the main chick. That's okay.
You're not the main chick. You're the main chick for that moment. While I
didn't say forever. I just said you the main chick.
Some people fine with that though.
Exactly.
What is that?
You do have.
It's the title. The title chases.
It's the fact you don't have a title and you still feel free. I think that's what that
exactly what it is.
Well, you know what I want to say. Shout out to all those people that can deal with that, because yours truly is not.
I need a title.
I'm one and only Like I'm just
What does the title do for you?
Listen, you can't come with me
That's
talking
what I
about
tell
some it's complicated, Edra. Okay, cool. It's complicated.
I mean-
Bet trust and believe when you run that it's complicated to me, trust.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the same
Yeah.
thing because I'm gonna
You
have
should.
six.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have some
I'm gonna have
insurance
attitude,
policies on the
especially
line
what they
too.
do.
I mean, you should. Then it's kind
Because-
of open at that point, right?
Because trust, you better be able to handle it when I give it to you.
right.
That's
And
And
that's
see-
the problem. You have guys out here that they'll throw it, but when it's thrown back at them, they can't handle that.
They can't take it.
Ain't
And
right.
see, if you
It
is complicate me, we're single. I'm single. If you is complicate me, I'm
free.
single.
I'm free.
I'm single.
You
So
free,
you
Humble.
don't
That's
have to.
always how
I'm
that
not
go.
free.
Oh yes, it's gonna go that way. I'm single because I don't do the in between. You're not gonna have me on an emotional roller coaster, and then when I start to act
Other than myself.
outside of my character, now she crazy. No, you playing with my emotions. But see, people don't see that. See, we don't. A lot of men never want to acknowledge the fact that. Listen, you see that the gasoline is right here. You know it's gasoline. You gonna go throw a match on it. Throw a match
But
on
is
it.
that all our fault though? I mean, because
No,
at the same
that's
time,
not what
at the same,
It's
but at the
not.
same time,
She
though, the
come to you
woman should
crazy.
understand, or the guy, because it's
Right,
guys that do the
absolutely.
same thing. Should understand. Hey, look, you know, the person said this, or is acting this way, or don't invite me here.
Mhm.
You know,
And it's all
Then-
about choice. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm sorry about
No,
that.
go ahead.
It's all about choice. If I
Mhm.
tell you it's complicated, you don't like it, walk. If
Okay,
you
now
are
are
able
you
to handle
gonna
it, then cool.
seriously let them walk? Or are you
It's
gonna
not-
text them once? You
I
gonna
might
text them a
I
couple
might
of
text and
so
call,
then
but
don't
it's,
tell right. So
but
then
it's
don't tell
still
them to
their
walk.
choice.
That-
At the end of the
he is
day,
right
No,
on that
because
woman.
now
their
you drawing
choice.
them back
You don't have
in.
to answer. You don't have to text me back,
And you don't have to text.
and
But
you don't have to
no.
accept that it's complicated.
Because,
but if you do,
know if that person see what will make you text is because you know that they got feelings for you, so you know
it's
that they're
complicated.
going no. You know that they're gonna answer.
Well, but that's the setup on her or
It is.
that other person. Because if they already told you that it's complicated, I'm dealing with this, or listen, we just gonna hit it and call it a day. And if I've already told you my intentions, and then if I call you back later in the week or whatever, and you respond, and I can get the same thing out of you that I got the first time, it's kind of much on you because I've told you what was what.
And in that situation, if she if she gets mad, is it insecurity or is she just crazy? Because I think it's crazy. at
Or
that
see,
point.
you playing with them.
You're not playing with them. You playing, but it's the yo-yo effect. You playing, you throwing it out there, but at the same time, they keep on coming back. And you've told them, listen, I just want to
they
tap in and
coming
keep
back
moving.
because they feel like they can make
can
you
change
fall
you.
in
You can
love.
change.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the only reason because they like,
This is all the beginning of the show.
yeah,
Man.
that's it.
Man.
That's all it is, because they like a chase, man. We like a chase. We're human beings, but at the same time, we are animals who like chases.
But that's a note to the
Men
wise.
are not
right there.
naturally that way though.
But that's a note to the wise right there. You know, you can't change anybody. And a lot of females and some men, they get that so misunderstood because no one has taught them as mother, as whatever. You haven't talked to your daughters and told them you can't change them. Your monkey will not make him stay. Monkey is a little thing down below.
I think we okay. I think we know what monkey is.
Okay, well, some people don't know what monkey is, but that's my little term for, little monkey, the little hoo-hoo. It's monkey. So whenever y'all see me put down monkey, you know what I'm talking about. But the monkey can't make you stay. I don't care how much you try or think. It's always somebody's monkey that's going to be a little bit tired, a little bit wetter, whatever. It's always that way. So you got to bring on some more qualities. Like I say, build a man, you got to build a woman too.
You got to know your worth too. If you don't feel like you deserve that complicated status, then shape. It's really simple.
You know what? It sounds simple talking about it. It's just sounds simple. However, when you love somebody, see, let's tap into that. When you love somebody, God forbid you have kids with them. Wait a minute, you got so much extra crap going on that it's like you're on a roller coaster. So you've been connected, you've been as one, hearts just entangled, everything, but now things are not working out, things are a little shaky. So now you're pulling away to go your separate ways, but it's complicated because you don't, whatever person, the man or the woman, don't want to let it go. Because sometimes it's hard to let it go. You just cannot turn off your feelings, especially if you've truly loved somebody.
Right.
You can't just turn that off. So a lot of people, when you in love and really have loved this person, you accept a lot of crap that you wouldn't ordinarily accept because you can't believe that the person that you've loved, that you've trusted and you've given all this to, that they just ready to just up and throw it away like that.
That's true.
So that's what we would hold on to and accept it's complicated. But as I said, a person on the street, you can't just do it. You just can't. It's complicated a random person.
Unless they crazy. You can hit it twice and then, like you said, they get attached.
So you mean to say that your horizontal mambo that good that you just gone?
I didn't say I wasn't talking about me in general. You're not. I see.
She will MacGyver you, okay? Don't,
baby.
But I want to hear this reasons why women do it. I think he said basically the same thing I was saying earlier. So it seems like we get the
why women,
but why do women use that? It's complicated.
Because the same way, the reason why you all use it. Yeah, we got something going on too. We got something going on. We got a couple of things going on. You know, women are always one step in front of that brother. I mean, and it's real. That's because y'all falling with Lulu's. Trust and believe. I mean, I tell you.
Now, women are definitely smart. Y'all slick.
We're very slick. And I know me from experience. Baby, when you play with me, trust and believe. I got insurance policies, okay? That's what I call them. You can call them it's complicated. We can put that as complicated status. But what's his name? What's the insurance company? And they say you better call.
Farm.
Hello? I'm State Farm all the way. I got insurance policies. And I've been having them since high school.
Them claims might not be better.
It's just the fact that when you're in a relationship, you're gonna have family members of that person in your friend group somewhere on your Facebook page, you know. So it's like if every time you get in an argument and then your relationship, next thing you know it's complicated, then you're back in a relationship, next thing you know it's complicated. It's like you got everybody in your business.
But I think that's tacky.
It is, but people like attention.
They do. That's true.
If that person don't have nobody else to talk to, they're gonna put subliminals out there just so they can have
somebody gonna attention. See it, and they gonna jump.
But you know who you dealing with, though. You know she crazy. You know she tacky like that. You know that.
Both y'all might be tacky. Sometimes if that one person tacky, you probably tacky too.
And then Jay just said if you love somebody, sometimes you deal with a lot of crap.
You do.
Sometimes you deal with tacky crap.
But see, when you love them, listen. When I say I love you and stuff, and when I'm tired of the bull, I got insurance.
But what you were saying is that it's hard to let go sometimes because you're in love. But at the same time, I know some people that say, man, I don't let go because I just don't feel like looking for somebody else.
Right, absolutely.
But so they rather go through it. It's like, you know, why go through it? So then that's when you put yourself in this complicated situation and you put your Facebook status on. It's complicated.
Wait, it's complicated if they're choosing like, I'm just too lazy to go find somebody better.
It's not complicated
no more.
It's not too lazy. They don't feel like getting to know someone all over again. All the time that they have invested in this person, now they got to do that all over again with someone new. Getting to know someone all over again. So it's not the lazy portion. You done went through the headache with this person. Right. It's the work. Right.
And see, I think that's where I'm at. I'm like, at this point in my life, I'm like, I don't have time to, you know, because I don't want to. I don't want to get to know, you know, I just got a lot. I have people, but I'm just like, oh God.
She's
I mean,
tired
and if you have to
Casper the Friendly Ghost all over again.
No, I don't have a Casper. I just like everything easy. You know, if we can't just like vibe and connect, I'm like I say, I'm just an open book. We are or we are not. You're not gonna wonder, oh well, you know, I wonder. No, you're not gonna know. You're not gonna wonder. You're gonna always know.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna always know.
Right. Do a special case then.
Do a special case?
I said you're a special case.
Oh yeah, I am. I mean, I see somebody twice a week, so you know, a professional. So you know, I'm seeing them twice a week. So you know, doctor, you are not doing your job. Just kidding, you are. But I should be. But yeah, no. But I just like I don't want to deal with all that.
But sometimes if you don't want that, and then that's what you're putting out there, then you may not get that madness.
And that's what I'm hoping to just drama be gone. Just let me go back some of that because I just don't want that. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to get, okay, I'm going to order some because I don't want that. It's just like, I feel like if I'm upfront with you, I expect you to be upfront with me. I expect you to treat me like I treat you, because there's no in between for me. And I let that be known. I have too much going on to have a representative. So I may flip out in the restaurant. It's just like, you're gonna see all of me.
You heard it right.
She see, you notice how she just fit that in,
I'm
like
like,
she gonna
flip
sneak it in real quick, and
She
they
said,
kept going, like they didn't pause.
It's, because
Like,
this
what?
is what you have to know, the total me. I feel like it's really, it's unfair to try to pretend, to be all, bashful and everything, and then all this comes out. That's a bit much for somebody, and I would never do that again to somebody.
That's fine.
She's trying to say all this stuff because she don't want, the guys to come next Saturday. That's what that is.
So you put it all out on Front Street?
Yeah. I mean, I just like to be, what you see is what you get. I mean,
she really ain't crazy.
Oh, no, she's crazy.
This ain't no profanity zone, so I can't.
But that's why I say in that situation, I think that say if you were in a 15-year relationship or marriage or whatever, by the time you're ready to move on, you should know what the signs, of the people that's there, because now you're more in season. Like, okay, I want this and that and that, and that's it.
Right. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. I've been there. It doesn't, because you still put up with the madness. You'll think that, okay, this is what you want because you've dealt with the headache already. So now when you move on to something that you want, and then that person may be in agreement with you, but then you'll see the bull eventually come out, and I've dealt with that.
Yeah, because nobody shows themselves until like a year after.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Right, that's what I just said. The representative, I don't have.
No, look, just three. Look. I learned first was 3 months, right, and then after that, after you get in a couple relationships, you learn it's a year.
Absolutely.
So you saying like just from the jump?
Because I'm extra. I know this. And everybody that deals with me needs to know that, it's, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm not going to embarrass you, but it could be something that I say that will cause you to be like, did she just say that? So with me, just keep an open mind. That's what I tell them. Like, listen, just keep an open mind. We're walking. Hey, watch your hand. Your hand done went too far down south. We want to bring that back up. Here's my hand right here. See, it's certain things.
So you say it just like that?
Just like that.
Yeah. But you know what, though?
You can't kill, right? But then you didn't kill this man. Like, so serious. You done killed this whole.
Okay, but I just simply say, move your hand up north. Don't go down
But that's
south.
good, though. That's good.
But no, because you really know. But no, ain't no cheap thrill.
Can you really, put your real stuff out there and then you be able to handle it?
You can.
If you met a chick that told you, okay, listen, I like you. I think you're very attractive and everything.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you a little about myself. I take medication.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I've had a nervous breakdown.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I was in an abusive relationship, but I don't, judge every man the same way. I give you your fair shot or whatever, but these are what's going on with me. I'm good. I see a shrink every 3 months.
I think when it gets to the point, listen, I think when it gets to the point when you decide that that you could be serious with this person, whether if he tells you first or she tell you first or not, I think when you get to that point, then yeah, you should, say some things, because if that person's interested and didn't know those things, like I'd rather just been where we was at.
But that's what she's saying. Though, it's gonna take time. I wouldn't want that to come up because I'm gonna get up and politely exit. If you talking about you see a shrink the first day, it's nice to meet.
So then, what happens when it's 6 months down the line? I mean, she's still seeing the shrink. So, but now she never told you.
Well, in 6 months, if you don't realize it's something, she's a little off, then.
But it may not even be something that they're out for.
Well, okay, let me ask you this question: is the reason why you gotta see the shrink? Is that often? Like,
I said she sees the shrink every 3 months.
Every 3 months. But I'm saying though, like, would you go through your like? Not talking about you.
Right.
No,
look, I know you want. Look, any referrals?
I think if your symptoms is not something that's
she didn't say she was bipolar
often.
She said that that she sees a shrink.
That's fine. Right. But so the thing is, understand that because you don't want the other person to see that. You want that person to see you before they see your situation. Exactly. But if your situation is often, then you need to tell me because you want to see that. That's gonna stick out. So
I think the time spent to put that out there too. If you really courting somebody, the conversation and just the intimate times that you guys are having between each other, that's gonna come out. Your true nature is gonna always come out. It doesn't. I would rather you hold some stuff back the first day or two.
And I would rather you not erase anything out your phones.
All of that, but it's gonna eventually come out. That's the whole point of courting. You're gonna eventually learn that person, in my opinion.
Wait, what are you talking about? You don't want nothing to be erased off the phone?
No, listen, because
this is a bad place to talk about.
No, wait.
That's my favorite subject.
No,
because we disagree on a lot of that.
No, listen. This is what I'm saying. If Sal just met you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're talking for like a month or whatever, I feel that, especially if we didn't say, hey, we're in a relationship now, I shouldn't have to erase anything out of my phone. Mm-hmm. So therefore, if you look through my phone and you see something you didn't like, and then you still decided to be in a relationship with me after you saw the things that you didn't like, then you know what you have coming. So then that's the opposite. I'm not saying every guy is like that.
I agree.
Why she going through your phone though?
Well, yeah.
Should she go to the shrink for that? Because that's dead.
Wait. So, I'm so glad that you said that. So, put it like this. So, you can enter her body, but she can't touch your phone.
Did she pay for my phone bill?
Did you pay for her body?
Did she give me her body? Or
yeah.
Ari, in any kind of relationship first?
Y'all relating something when you hit it.
When you do the horizontal mambo, that's it. All that. Listen.
Sometimes. But no, why are you going through phones? I wish I was here for that conversation because
we haven't.
I've gone through a phone or two, and I've never found something that I didn't like. And so I've learned my lesson on that. And you always gonna find something you do not like in a phone, whether it's a specific thing that was said, a person that was talked to, you talking to a certain person at a certain time at night, all of that. You're going to find something to get pissed about.
Oh, yeah, it's always going to be something.
Phones is dead. You're going to find something.
Somebody wrote you something, but you didn't respond back, but because that person wrote you first, it's your fault. Like, I can't control this person's thoughts and actions.
We do background checks.
That's fine.
I do a background check.
My background clean. Just don't go through my phone.
I will put your name. Listen, checkmate.com, $25, 3 months.
That's expensive.
You do background checks?
If you courting.
If I know that I'm going to, if I feel that, okay, this is going to go somewhere, and this is a couple of weeks now going into it, and I'm spending time with you. We're talking every day now. We want to make a time for our family. Then I'm going to do a background check on you.
I feel like, I agree on the reason. I probably want to spend $25.
No, I'm not doing no background check. I'll just ask you all the questions that need to be asked. And most likely, I probably know somebody that know you.
And if you lie, then you just failed the background check. $25 for 3 months.
Well, you know what?
A little bit much.
Well, we are definitely going to have to get into this a little bit deeper, this background checks, because it is time for us to say goodbye. I want to thank you so much, Kendall, for joining us, for Scripps for joining us.
Appreciate you.
We are going to have to continue this conversation. Relationship statuses is complicated because I'm still not on board with it, but anywho. But we thank you all for joining us on the J Spot, IntellectualRadio.com, and iHeart Station. We will talk with you all next week. Peace.
Thank you for hitting the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.